Well,
Mike, can you just talk about what it felt like to be back out there?
a lot of fun. I just missed it the last couple of weeks, so we had to bye. But 3 weeks away from the game, it's a long time now being out there with your best friends and playing. I'm just real happy that we got the win and everything worked out.
You despaired a little bit about getting back in. You guys have been rolling along pretty well with the guy who replaced you. You wondered, okay, when am I coming back?
Well, yeah, not really. I was in a sling, for 2 weeks, and I just started practicing this past week, so I wasn't really worried about it. Paul's been doing a great job. We went 2-0 with him in there, and he actually won the game up in Maine for us. Literally, in the fourth quarter, he came in and he made some big throws, and he's been doing well. So,
It's kind of the same type of approach we've had defensively with linebackers. If Evan was out and Jabril stepped in, and whoever's not there, somebody else steps up. And Mike was out, and Mike Paul stepped in, and kind of worked out today for Mike Callahan to step back in there today, and he did. And I promise you, Mike Paulus was his biggest rooter right there on the sideline, just as Mike Callahan was with Paulus before. He's the one that's encouraging him and talking to him to plan plays and all that. And that's what you ideally shoot for, is guys that are pulling for each other, and they're extremely unselfish about who's in there and who's not in there. All they want to do is have the team be successful, and that's one of the marks of this year's team. That and the fact we play hard.
Jimmye, you said you went to more basic play calls, but it seems like you did some things differently. You faked a bubble screen and went deep.
How about that? That was cool.
and then you came back.
I've been in for a while. We did that for a while. That wasn't new. But that's like Jay Colley asked me to put in new plays. New to who? You have maybe new to you, but they're not new to us. We've been practicing that. But that was one. But that was one thing with Mike. I can draw on his experience when he's in there. I can say, Mike, this is what we want to do, or hey, you're okay on this one. I talked to him. I talked to him before he went in. I said, what do you feel better on crucial plays, on passes? You want to be under the center? You want to be in shotgun? I asked him that. I'm not out there playing. He's playing. So we'll give him that thing. And then we talked on that third down throw. On that third down throw, the one that DJ didn't catch. Mike had a lot of input on what we throw there.
Dante, could you please talk about the 3 goal line stands, and in particular the one where you turned away on 3rd and 4th down there at the 1?
Those are the type of opportunities that Coach Shoup talks about it every day. Being a championship defense, having your back against the wall, and there's nowhere else to go, and we stand up and fight. Till they cross the goal line, till they score, we know we have a chance to stop them. So we just really built up a strong mentality the last couple of years with goal line stands and whatnot. And I think this year we've actually improved with our goal line stand just throughout the year, doing some different things. So that was awesome.
What had you seen of Pierce coming in? I think he's averaging $125 a game. You guys holding to a season low 55.
They run a lot of power. They try to run real physical. But one thing about Pierce is when you make first contact, he drives his feet a lot, and he does a good job. He runs exceptionally hard. I think he runs kind of similar to John in many ways.
We wasn't trading for John in a heartbeat. No. I promise you that. We got John's in the back, and I tell you, no question on that one now. No question. I want to make sure that's out there.
What he stops in the goal line, you stood him up and actually go, okay, you talk about your feet driving, he's not going to drive or something like that. You guys feed off of a play like that.
Oh yeah. Especially at home. At home, you got guys, our fans coming out and supporting us, and it makes it that much better when you hear the fans and everybody around you screaming and rooting for you.
Not only that, when they're going for it on 4th and 1 that early in the game, it's almost a challenge to us. I feel like challenge to our front 7, our whole defense. Just like, okay, we're going to run it right here, and you got to stop it. And that's why you get pumped, because you basically just shoved it right back at them. So that's why, that play gets you so hyped. That's how I feel.
Jonathan, you've seen a lot of big wins here. Can you rank this one? It's regular season, not playoffs, but to come in and get a job like this done.
I don't know if I can rank it, but it's definitely a huge win for the school, huge win for the team and everything. You got to play every time in this conference. It's such a competitive conference. It's a good Delaware team coming down, and I'm just glad we got the win. I'm glad everybody stepped up. I was curious just to see who's going to step up, and I think everybody stepped up at crucial times, especially the defense. And it was a good game.
That was your first career pass, is that correct?
I believe so.
I think there's a quarterback controversy with you now. Chase, can you just talk about what goes through your head in the offense as a collective mindset when you see Mike putting his helmet on and you know he's coming in? And
I think Coach Laycock said it well with the whole spark. It's something new going in there. Of course, whichever quarterback's in there, you got to back them up 100%, and that's what we do. We're just trying to work together. But Callahan, he brings this energy, his little fireball out there running around, and the best thing about Callahan is his leadership ability. And I would love to have nobody else in there but him. The fourth quarter, last drive.
Jimmy, do you watch those last play field goals? Do you? Well, I'm sure you take the headset off and you just do what?
I don't know, David. I really don't know. I mean, I just watch it and go. We called the timeout there with the idea so there'd be some time on the clock in case he made it. Is what the reason we took the timeout, in case there was 30 seconds left, just so we got a chance to throw a couple passes. That's and that. So you're thinking, all that kind of stuff, and now it's out of your hands. So basically, you're thinking, okay, if he makes it, what kind of calls do I want to go with? What's on the list, ready to go with? For 2 or 3 plays. That's kind of basically what I'm thinking. And then it's because it's kind of. I made this analogy back. I don't know when it was, number of weeks ago. But it's like when you play golf and match play golf. You kind of anticipate your opponent making the putt or making the shot, and you're ready to go. You're not sitting in the thing, well, I hope he misses it, because there's nothing you can do about it. So you better get ready in case he makes it. If he missed it, that's a pretty easy call. I mean, I think most all these guys can call what we're going to do then. I mean, I didn't need any help there. Everybody knew what we were doing then. So,
Chase, can you talk about your little tap dance in the back corner?
I mean, it couldn't have been a better pass. I just wanted to make sure.
Come on. John's a great guy. He's a big guy now. He's grown up. He can take it.
He could have threw it in my chest, but it was a little high. So I just wanted to make sure get those feet in. I wasn't quite sure where I was at. I just needed the defender bit on the toss. Everybody's just worried about Grimes, and I was just back there in the end zone. So I just made sure I get the feet in. That was the most important thing.
Have you ever thrown a pass in a game? At what level was the last time that happened?
High school.
Or has it?
Yeah, last time I threw a pass in a game was in high school.
was it a touchdown?
It was a touchdown.
That tells you something.
Well, Jonathan, when it left your hand, it looked like it was going to soar maybe out to the seats. Were you worried when it?
I was. I actually thought I overthrew him at first, but the good thing about that, I knew it got intercepted. I just didn't want a turnover, but I just wanted to put it in place that nobody, if Chase could get it, nobody did. Chase made a crazy catch.
No problem with the tape, anything like that?
Oh, no, it was fine.
It was easy throwing the ball?
Anything else?
Anything else? We got homecoming to take care of.